in families, right? We got mom and dad, you know, sometimes it's just mom or sometimes it's just dad. And then we got the kids, right? And, you know, sometimes, a lot of times, because of the family dynamics and structure, you know, just do what I say. Just do what I say. You know, that's what comes from the parents, or I'm the dad, or I'm the mom, because I told you so, right? So there's this language, there's this dynamics within a family where sometimes the child just does not have a voice. The child doesn't have a voice in the family. Maybe the child feels like he or she doesn't have a voice at school. Maybe doesn't have a voice with friends. And so a lot of, you know, there's times where, you know, information that the child may share about how they're feeling or how they're thinking or what's going on in their life, they just get conditioned just to hold that information inside. So they just stuff it down inside. And that may be good things that they don't share, and maybe not so good things, right? So what we do, the goal is to help the child feel comfortable just sharing information, both the good and the not so good. So this is one of the things that I do in families. You know, one time a day, what I would do, what I'll ask is, I'll ask the child to share something with their mother, their father, a good thing, something that they enjoyed during the day about the mother and father, and then something they didn't enjoy, something that made them feel. So I feel happy when, or I felt happy because, right? I felt annoyed when you said this. So one time a day, try to do it in the evening. We'll just have the child and the parent or parents sit across from each other, and the child will just say whatever it is. I felt happy when you gave me a hug, right? Or I felt annoyed when you made me sit down and do my homework, right? So we'll have the child say these things, and then the parent's response at the beginning is, okay, thank you for sharing that with me. And that's all the parents will say. That's all the parents will say is, okay, thank you for sharing that with me. And really the idea behind this is, I want the child to start to feel safe. I want them to start to feel comfortable with expressing themselves, and then not being fearful that the parent is going to judge them or critique them or give them kind of direction and command. I want the child to feel validated. I want the child to feel heard. I want the child to feel loved, okay? And so we do that by just a child expressing some type of feeling, some type of emotion, and then just the parent sitting back, all right, and listening and hearing and feeling what the child is saying, all right? As we go along, we build on that conversation as the child starts to feel more safe and secure, and as the parent learns how to receive the information that the child is saying and validate the child and empathize with the child. And then the parents can have some response that may be, you know, a little bit, you know, to the opposite of what the child might be saying. But anyway, just thought I'd share that with you guys. I do that a lot with families, and it works out really well. It works out really well to be able to improve that communication. But it also helps the child to feel more self-confident, more, you know, just in self-love, and just feel better. And then what we see, because the parent and the child have discussed in a more effective way, that we see less conflict in the family. We just see more effective communication and less behavioral outbursts. All right? Hope that helps, y'all. Okay, it's time for what's been coming up in client sessions.